Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Steve Jobs. Good afternoon. Centro Supérate Fundación Alberto Motta is delighted to extend a heartfelt welcome to our eagerly awaited Expo 2025. We would like to present our valued board of judges, Mr. Raúl Moreno, Director of Government Innovation, Engineer Juan José Chavarría, IT Research Engineer at Georgia Tech, Panama, and Mr. Alexandre Moreno, Regional Administrator at Grupo Roble, along with teachers, parents, students, and special guests. Me gustaría presentarles a nuestro valor, a nuestro de juez, con el licenciado Raúl Moreno, director de Innovación Gubernamental, ingeniero Juan José Chavarría, ingeniero de investigación de la tecnología de comunicación, de Panamá. Asimismo, como el licenciado Alexandre Moreno, administrador regional en Córdoba, como nuestros padres, estudiantes e invitados especiales. Antes de iniciar, me gustaría darles las reglas de este programa. Para una mejor experiencia, agradecemos mantenerse en sus puestos durante todo el programa, así como permanecer con sus celulares en silencio. For a better experience, we appreciate you remaining in your seats throughout the entire program with your cell phones in silent mode. We will have 6 teams showcasing their innovative concepts, and every single presentation is outstanding. We hope you all enjoy it. For the first group, we will present an intelligent educational platform that replaces fragmented school platforms with a unified system that improves communication, collaboration, and organization between teachers and students. Let us introduce PointList. Imagine, it's Sunday night. You suddenly remember you have an assignment due tomorrow, but you can't find instructions anywhere. Wasn't in the WhatsApp group, the email. Do you relate? Here's the thing. Education shouldn't feel like a scavenger hunt, but that's exactly what it feels like for many students and teachers today. Teachers are still writing on whiteboards that get erased before everyone copies the notes. Important announcements get lost in long email threads nobody reads. Group projects, they're a nightmare. Nobody knows who's doing what, and there's always that one person who doesn't pull up their weight. And it's not just a student in school. I spoke to a teacher last week who spent 3 hours organizing grades across different platforms. 3 hours! That's not how we spend teaching. The tools we are using are stuck in the past. While we try to prepare for the future, something needs to change. That's why we create points. An only one app that replaces the standard tools and brings everything together. Imagine having your assignments, grades, messages, and big projects all in one place. No more hopping through different apps, no more missed deadlines, no more confusion. When a teacher posts assignments, you get an instant notification. You can see exactly what's due, when, and how much it's worth. Grades update in real time. So there are no surprises at the end of the semester. This was improved group project by assigning clear tasks and deadlines to each member. Every action is tracked, so teachers know who is participating. This means for grades and transparent collaboration. And this is built with Python and Step for a fast, smooth experience. at the same time, providing standard and personalized strategies. It uses secure messaging and simple simplified to manage data with complex databases. The AI boosts user support and improve communication, making them smarter and more efficient. More eff- sorry, making them smarter and more efficient. Beyond organization, PointList puts communication with internal chat designs and tools. Only verify users with institutional email chat, ensuring a focus and safe space without distractions. Teachers save time posting due dates, sharing feedbacks, and planning lessons. So parents and students can check grades in real time. We have all experienced the stress of missed deadlines, confusion, and disorganized work. But it doesn't have to be that way because Qualys isn't just another app. It's a better way to learn. It is clarity instead of confusion and collaboration instead of chaos. So, are you ready to stop playing hide and seek with your assignments? Are you ready to enjoy group projects? Are you ready to take control of your education? Join us. Let's make learning clearer, collaborative, and enjoyable. Finally, where learning just makes sense. Thank you for your presentation. We will now continue with questions and answers.
Um, Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. First off, great presentation. I can tell you put a lot of work and effort into it, a lot of effort into practice the presentation. I can see you were thinking a little bit. You were excited, right? That's a feeling when you are giving one of these presentations. You tend to get a little bit nervous, but practicing beforehand helps, and I can see that you practice a lot. Uh, I just have a couple of observations. Um, when you get stuck in a certain part of the presentation, just try to um, improvise a little bit so that you can slide into the error smoothly, right? That helps a lot. And but great work, great work. What did you use for the presentation? Canva?
No, PowerPoint.
Power. That was in PowerPoint.
Yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's great. Okay, good job. And another observation. I think um, in the market viability, what sort of implementation have you thought of using for handling the amount of users that you would potentially have? So databases, have you
Okay, thank you for your question. Well, for our databases is good security.
right?
And when you have or when or do the database in the app is in reality for a classroom. So the security and the database is very
Modular.
is smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
The work is smoothly and complete security. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
First of all, I really want to thank you all you guys for having me here. I think you did amazing, the three of you. I think it's super important for you to come and present the whole work that you've been doing for this a lot of time. I'm super sure about that. I'm gonna tell you some things that I think that were so great for me. First of all, the way you present your work is outstanding. You do believe in your work, and I think that's key for all of us here. Maybe things that I will change in some way. The presentation was great because like he asked you, like I thought you were doing it in Canva or something else. But in PowerPoint, I think the transitions and the technical things and things on marketing and the way you present with the colors and it was so I was always captivated with video and the way you was saying with your voice and the way that you were saying it was super cool. But maybe I need more human statements there. For example, like you just present because I'm in the marketing place, you always been with text and information. But if you want to sell these to students or to people, I need you need to present those kind of photos and use those kind of things for people to connect with you. Maybe in that way. And also based on the numbers that you were saying there, I think the grade field there, you said like how long it takes with professor, like 3 hours. It's just a lot of time. Maybe I will try to give more data of how this will help students and professors to do it in a better way. But I think great job. Like we're here just like to not just to give you like the good feedback, but things that you can improve, bring your things. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Great presentation. I mean, when I was your age, I didn't think I was capable of that. So, yeah, I'm gonna just dive in the technical side of this application. I saw that you guys use like threading, this specific library, and I was wondering why did you use it? Like,
Well, we use it for that, the CSV for the library. What happened?
It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, for the library, we use the CSV practically.
right? Yeah, I know that you use the CSV library,
Okay.
but specifically the threading library. Maybe you use it to with the UI.
No.
That's work.
No.
Good. And I don't know because I'm pretty, invested in open source. Have you ever thought like, open sourcing this application or a version of it? In order to so everyone can look at it and it maybe improve it and stuff.
Yes, we try to improve for the next year for bird application.
All right, good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now we will have a comprehensive emotional wellness solution specifically designed for Superate students, which eliminates long waits for access to psychological support. Here we have Carthy.
Let me tell you about Maria. She's a student at Supérate who's been feeling overwhelmed lately. Her grades are dropping. She can't focus, and she knows she needs to talk to someone. But when she tried to schedule an appointment with the school psychologist, she told there's a 3 weeks wait. 3 weeks. When you're strongly emotionally, 3 weeks feel like forever. Here is the harsh reality. In all Panama, only 285 psychologists serve over 800 health centers. That's one psychology for every 3 centers. No wonder schools like Maria are left waiting. And Maria is not alone. According to our Ministry of Health, 32% of children and teenagers in all Panama are dealing with emotional and psychological challenges right now. That's 1 in 3 students. The current system shows isn't working. Students need help now, not in 3 weeks. They need support that's accessible and immediate.
that's why we created Carthy, your personal bridge to emotional well-being.
Carthy isn't just another scheduling app. It's a complete support system designed specifically for superate students and psychology. Imagine being able to book a session with just a few clicks. No more waiting lists and no more complicated forms. So, how does Cardi work? Let us show you. First, it connects directly with your Superate email, so you're already verified and ready to go. If you want to schedule a session, you open Cardi, see available time, and book instantly. Your first session, your progress, your follow-up. It's all there in your personal private calendar. Now, here is something special. After each session, a student can privately record their thoughts and feelings. It's like a personal journal that only you can see. Carty are prioritizing user privacy, utilizing Python, Python shows them for its powerful library and ease of integration, coupled with the intuitive framework of Flex to create a seamless and user-friendly interface, prioritizing user privacy. All interactions within the application are encrypted and securely managed by utilizing email synchronization and CSV databases. We ensure efficient scheduling and reliable storage, offering optimal accessibility and responsiveness.
Let's talk about what this really means for students. No more 3 weeks wait. With Carty, the average wait time drops to just 48 hours. That's help when you need it. No more missed appointments. Our reminder system has reduced no-shows by 60%, meaning more students get consistent support. And the results? Students using Carty report feeling more in control of their emotional health. They're attending more sessions, tracking their progress, and most importantly, they're getting better. Every student deserves access to emotional support without barriers, without judgment, and without endless waiting. Carty makes this possible. It's available 24/7 and is completely free for Superate students. So, here's my question. How many more Marias needs to wait 3 weeks for help? With Carty, the answer is zero. Join us in transforming mental health support at Superate. Because when we take care of our emotional health, everything else becomes possible. Cardi,
Your wellness.
Your way.
right away.
Thank you for your presentation. Now we will continue with questions and answers.
Okay. Again, fantastic work. Same question. Was that PowerPoint also? That was PowerPoint.
Yes.
Kind of PowerPoint. Okay. I like the slide when it was 24/7. You cropped out the numbers and introduced the video in the background, right?
Yes.
That was very nice. Um, Good presentation. Again, it shows that there's a lot of practice and a lot of effort behind it. Nice tone of voice. I liked it. Very nice. Well, so one question. When you talk about, and now I'm going to join in the technical implementation aspect. So when you talk about secure management of the emotional journal, for example, what specific library do you use, or what specific mechanism is being used there?
Okay, thank you for your question. And the library that we use was CSV
Mm,
and Python
okay.
for the security.
All right. All right. Okay. Fantastic. I'll let you know after some more observations for that. But fantastic job. I really like the project.
Thank you.
Guys, first of all, I want to congratulate you guys because the the content of your project is awesome. Having that huge necessity at the school and having those kind of solutions, I think is great and it's so for me it was so touching. I don't want to cry here because we're in a happy place, but I think it was very beautiful how you identify a problem at the school and how you want to come up with change. I think this project shouldn't just stay here at the Alberto Motta. I think it would be like so cool to have it for other students because like you said, those kind of troubles that we have in Pana with mental health, I think is key. We don't have to just take care about our bodies and look good, but I think for sure taking care of your heart, taking care of your brain and your emotions, I think is great. The way you presented your project for me was very clear because you humanize the project like not like the previous group, but I think you humanized the way it was presented. You came with data because not just saying that it was a project because you see necessity, but you also said actual data and trends and how you will get that thing better. Maybe the question that I have for you guys maybe wasn't been said before, it's that how you will get in touch with those professionals, how many professionals you will have, because you said 24/7 you will have the way to answer questions, have your diary and all those things. But maybe I will add to your presentation how well trained are the people who will be responsible for, because guys, this is so tough. Managing emotions and having a professional for those psychologists and those students and things. Maybe I will try to emphasize more because given students the security that they will that information will be secure not just in terms of technical terms but also is their lives and nobody wants to be exposed to those kind of things. Maybe I will do more of those kind of things. Uh, if it's for free, great. That is great. But for sure, like I said before, if this project goes out, for sure you can go and have some pricing because as everything in life, you need to become a business. And I think I see great potential in this project. So congrats once again.
Thank you.
Hi guys, I just have one question, and this: how do you handle like emergency or high risk situations? Like the platform like support it, or have you ever thought about developing maybe in the future something like that?
Thank you for your question. For that part, we have a specific line to contact with your we contact psychologist or professional insurers. That if your situation is one urgently or more, if you have the rules to contact with them, you can contact with them directly. We have a line to use to sorry the repetition to contact your psychologist. For example, if you have the rules that you are being feeling overwhelmed, like you have a situation that you need to take that out of your hair, you can contact with the psychologist in that part. If you have the rules, you can in the application we have a database like we sorry the repetition. Sorry. For example, if we have a contact direct line, for example, if you have a day or appointment with your psychologist, you can make contact with them to tell them about the problem that you have. If you don't if you don't reach the agreement with the psychologist, you the same you can see in the platform if the psychology contact again with you or the appointment is going or is not. In the normal case, this some special case, we are attending specifically with the psychology that we have here. Like the before question that we have the another judge, we are planning to leave this like a monument or more like some type of I don't know how can say, but we are the application we are waiting to leave this into Perate, like a part of our application into Perate, Motta in general. We are doing this in this center, but we are planning to extend more into Perate and all around the world of Supérate for Supérate free. But if we see this outside of Supérate, We are going to put some payment of that because it's for Superate students and specifically for Superate. If you want to take that off, you have to put a payment. The creation was like, I can say, it's a very beautiful project because it's something that all of us need. If this is a part of our life that we need help, we are overwhelmed, we have some insecurity, we have some problems that maybe you can talk with your professor or your school, but here you have the solution. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We continue with an innovative, completely offline platform that changes the access to digital literacy, specifically designed for students and teachers where connectivity is limited. Let us introduce Informind.
Can you imagine going for a single day without the internet? For many, it will be uncomfortable, but for thousands of Panamanians, it is their daily reality. More than 3.7% of the population in Panama is completely disconnected, and it's not just about social media. It's a student who can do their homework, teachers who can prepare for dynamic classes, and families who don't have access to basic opportunities. Imagine a student in Darien who must do a report in Word but has never used a computer, or a teacher who is eager to prepare dynamic presentations but has never seen PowerPoint in action. It's a digital gap. It's frustration and dreams that are destroyed. In today's world, digital skills are not a luxury. They are a necessity. They are the keys that open doors to education, employment, and the future.
Informal. It's a powerful offline educational tool designed to make computers learning simple, accessible, and engaging. No internet required, and it's running smoothly on any computer. And it's perfect for teachers, students, and anyone looking to improve their digital skills. The platform offers clear, step-by-step video tutorials on essential software like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. It's also includes quick access to practical guides for on-the-spot help and interactive challenges that turn and motivating experience. Informal. What is truly unique is the ability to adapt to each user level. Built with Python, it's lightweight, fast, and designed for flexibility. Informal isn't just a tool, it's a solution to the digital divide. By removing the need for the internet and offering quality, it's opened doors for those who have been let digital work, bringing opportunity, empowerment, and knowledge where it's needed most.
Information is transforming life. Students, once afraid of technology, are now pressing with confidence. Teachers who felt left are leading and digital classroom. Communities see techno as a barrier, but as a tool for progress. For the first time, I feel like I am teaching in the 21st century, said one teacher. I thought that just for risking. Now I know it's for me to share the student. This isn't just a social, it is a movement. Our vision, a Panama where no one is left behind on technology, is for everyone. Informing, empowering mind, building skill, learning together. Because when we live each other, we progress together.
Thank you for your presentation. We will continue with questions and answers.
Okay, fantastic presentation. That's PowerPoint too, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was PowerPoint. All right, beautiful. Um, so I see that you are using no internet access in the technical side, which is good because you have a problem that you observe. There's a lack of internet connectivity, which is very good. Um, as constructive input, I would consider in your future editions of development the idea of exploring open source software for the office application side of things. So what does that mean? It means that Microsoft Office is great. I love PowerPoint, it's fantastic, but it's prohibited in the same way that no internet access is prohibited. Prohibitive. In the For example, you have to pay a license, right? So you have to pay to use Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And then I would consider perhaps alternatives like Only Office, right? So Only Office is a software that you don't have to pay for. It's open source, so it's free and accessible, and it's the exact same tooling as Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Slightly different names, but I think that would be great to see in the future. I really like your presentation a lot. That's a lot of practicing too, right? Good energy, guys. Good energy. And then one question. So how do you handle installing on the computer, on the target computer? How does it handle? So you would install the software directly on the computer, and does it come with a instruction manual?
Yes, thank you for your question. Yes, first
Mm-hmm.
the user first download the software and then can use completely offline.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much.
Guys, first of all, congrats. I think it's so nice the way you present it because you believe in your project. That if you believe in your project, you will get the whole thing, and I think that's key for all of us because we haven't been in touch with you guys about the how you present it. I know it's super tough to present your thing in some minutes and present your things and your result and all those things. I think that is so great. Things that I have on my notes here. Cool that you humanize your presentation. Also, you present the necessity and the problem, and you come with a solution. Because at the end, in the market, you need to come with solutions, not just problems. I think that's cool as well. You do have a slogan, and not all of you guys have it there. So at the end, having a slogan, and I think it was so catchy for all of us. You said something super interesting, like how different for is for people because for sure some privileged people are able to have education, have internet, and all those preparation and all the training that you have guys in Superate. But not everybody has that opportunity. And having said that, not just having those learnings at the school, but also giving to others who were not able to have that access, I think it was super key for me. Maybe a question that I have here. I do have two questions, and maybe I didn't ask it before to the groups, but I think all the groups should come with this thing. When you present a project, you need to promote it because at the end it's a business. Because all those things, if you will work for those things, you need to get a salary or get being paid for doing those things. So maybe how you're thinking that you will promote this project, how you will get to schools or how you will do it. Do you have any idea how you will do it? How to promote it, like the marketing thing. Do you have any idea? Or have you thought about that?
And thank you for your observation. And for now, I don't think about this, but in the future, we are considering your for question. Thank you. Proposal.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I think all of you guys should include that on your things because once again, at the end, it's a tough work that you are doing, and we all need to have profits about the project. Maybe I can help you with that. How? For example, you always have to set the target audience, how you get to schools, how you will promote it through social media or internet or any other channels there, and finance. I think you need finance from the government or maybe private companies for you to make this accessible to all the students there out there. So once again, congrats, guys.
Well, I, it's fantastic what you did. You know, all of those groups before you, they were great. And I wanted to ask you like, how do you track the student improvement?
Can you repeat the question, please?
How can you track? How do you track in your application the students' improvement?
How do you know they're
Getting better.
yeah, and how do you know they're better?
For example, if somebody use your thing, your application, how you will know that is helping them to do it better, to use those things then.
You know, some you know, I saw that you use like generative AI and those tools. So maybe you have like a way to show them, hey, you are doing great, or you're better than last week.
Um, Thank you for your question. For improve application, right? We are thinking at a chatbot, but it's in progress. Add to a favorite page that the user add fast to our resources favorites. And I think that is all that I can improve our application. But in the future, I think more ideas. I have more ideas.
So just to add you there, and maybe what I think is he's going to go there. Recommendation should be, like you said, guys, is super training for people to does not know how to use PowerPoint, Word, those things. Maybe you should have like a personal profile for you to know, okay, I'm doing good. I'm having now a basic level. Now I have an intermediate level. Now I'm advanced level for people to use it more. Because if you give them the rating or how they're doing well through your application, they will be more interested in using it. So maybe try to include a way for people to know how they're doing through your app.
Thank you for your suggestion.
Okay, we continue with an intelligent web application that changes furniture management through QR code, transforming chaos inventory into an organized system where they can track what they have. Here we have furniture styles.
You walk into the store looking for chairs. 20 minutes later, you are still searching. Sounds familiar? Here is the reality. Maintenance consumes up to 60% of operating costs. Poor asset management wastes 30% of maintenance time. Waiting until something breaks costs 3 to 9 times more than proper maintenance. That's real money walking out your door. At Superate, every student has access to a laptop while they're at the institution, but many don't have one at home. This means they can only complete their assignments or projects physically at the center, which limit their ability to work outside school hours. A Tech Republic study shows 60% of organizations lose money from poor inventory management. More than half are bleeding results because they don't know what they have or where it is. Every missing share, damaged desk, and hour your staff adds to a massive financial drain that most institutions don't realize they have.
That's why we created Furnishline, transforming furniture management from chaos to order. How it works: register your furniture. We generate QR codes for each item. Need something? Check the condition, schedule miners, scan the code. One clean interface. No spreadsheets, no guessing, no wasted time. We use CSV as our main database for inventory data, including ID, type, description, location, and user activity. It's fast and efficient for local data handling. The user interface is developed with Flat, a modern Python framework that allows us to create an interactive and responsive apps for desktop and web. User can register furniture, scan QR codes, manage requests, and update records in real time. And it's compatible with Excel and standard tools you already use.
Result from pilot test: 40% reductions in search time, 65% fewer unnecessary purchases. Cut your furniture budget in half just by knowing what you have. Our 3D visualization tool lets you plan space before moving anything. Our bare minimum. Once you see furniture in action, you wonder how you manage without it.
Thank you for your presentation. Now we will continue with question and answers.
Okay, guys, great work. Again, I believe I don't need to ask anymore. I just know that was PowerPoint too, right? That was
Yes.
that was PowerPoint too. Very interesting. So you use PyQR to generate the codes, right? So each single code is associated to a specific piece of furniture, right?
And thank you for your question. Yes, we have a specific QR code for every furniture.
Right. So when the user goes and registers a new piece of furniture, it generates a single unique QR code associated to that piece of furniture, right? So for example, if I have two different types of tables, it wouldn't let me use the same QR code for just a table, right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Great job. Again, the presentations are very good. I like the energy, right, behind the presentations. That's very important. But I think doing it in English, a language that you are perfecting and learning, and everybody's doing great in this area. It's a little bit intimidating, but I can see that there's a lot of practice, a lot of effort into this presentation. It's very important. It's very key when you're doing a sales speech. And congratulations, guys, because you've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys, I think it was so good. The way you present your project, the way you were so empowered about saying it, because I know you're passionate about that. And if you, once again, if you believe in your project, the results will be nice. Uh, I do appreciate the way that you come with a business idea, to come with something outside of the box, not just thinking about something that you are familiar with. But I think this project could be promoted and could be financed by other industries. So I think that that's good, because at the end we need to we need to make money, guys. That's the reality. We all need those kind of things. Uh, Maybe I will prefer to have more humanized things because it was so cool the data, but maybe you need to humanize the presentation for people to connect more with what you're presenting there. I know you would struggle a little bit at the end with the slogan and the way of the closure of the presentation, and I think that's cool because in presentation I think it's super. There are three key points. The hook, like the hook is when you starting with your presentation, then the gist of the content that you explain your presentation, and then the conclusion. And maybe there, I will prefer for you to come with a final statement for people to catch attention because you get attention at the beginning, but maybe at the end you struggle a little bit. But don't get nervous because once again, you are improving the way you're presenting your things. Eh, and in the future, think about not just having furniture industry. Once again, you can use this app for different companies because for sure, nobody wants to spend more money and invest in those kind of things. So if you can have the same model and duplicate or replicate this kind of app for different industries like hospitals or universities and any other kind of industry will be so good for you guys. So once again, congrats. Thank you for your feedback.
Congrats, guys. You did a great work. And I think this is a pretty good application. I mean, retail is pretty, very, needed. A lot of retail companies use it. And a lot of retail managers and stuff, they like to see stuff. They like to see how everything is going and if this application is really working. So does your application have like a dashboard where you can see and oh, I just saved X amount of money this month because I'm using this. Do you guys provide a dashboard in your app to show like you have like an amount of tables and something like that with graphics and all the stuff.
Our application is basically for the furniture. And is we if you graphics, you say
Yeah, graphs,
graph.
graph like bars and lines,
Okay.
you know.
And if you use graphic to the furniture, I think that is it's not good. So we prefer use QR codes for.
No, no, you're misunderstanding. I'm asking you like if you have a report, a final report, where you can see if this application is really working for the company. Like the company can have a report to see and to justify to the their
Yes,
bosses.
yes. At the end, we have a final report of the furniture because it's basically to this for have a good control of how the furniture, the state of furniture is.
All right. Good.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay, let's present let's present an innovative solution that eliminates bureaucratic barriers in academic documents management. Let us have forms.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever lost a scholarship opportunity because your certificate arrived too late or missed a job application deadline waiting for a simple certificate? You are not alone. According to Economic Commission of Latin America and the Caribbean, more than 60% of Latinx students present errors or delays when requesting academics documents. Think about that. Something so simple as getting your own records becomes the barrier that stops you from moving forward. Here's what's happening right now in university and institute across the country. You need a transcript, so you fill out forms, walk to the administrative office, It wait in a line for 1 hour and presenting. Then what? You say emails that go unanswered. You go back to us and then tell you keep waiting. Meanwhile, the internship deadline passes. A scholarship window closed. Your opportunity gone. One student told us, I've lost a study abroad opportunity because my certificate took 3 weeks to process. By the time I got it, they already chosen someone else.
One student tell us. That's why we created forms because during academic seven, children they haven't been earning them in the first place. Form lists your request, any certificate or transcript, right from your phone or computer. No more lines, no more lost paperwork, no more wondering if anyone received your request. With just a few clicks, your request goes directly to the right person and you can track it every step of the way. So, how does one work? Let me show you. First, you log in and select what document you need. Transfer, enrollment certificate, and report on our document. Fill out. Fill out is a simple digital form and hit submit. That's it. All this is possible thanks to solid technological base. Forms is developed in Python, one of the most widely efficient languages. Due to its speed and stability, it comes with Flat, a framework that allows an agile, clean, and easy-to-use interface. So we incorporated CSV files to store and manage as well as achievement, portability between platforms, and accessible structure for future queries or information processing. Additionally, it incorporates an interactive artificial intelligence that provides immediate support to user and query applications.
Here's the magic. You can see exactly where your request is submitted, being processed, ready for pickup. It's all there in real time. Everything is saved automatically in the cloud. Lost a certificate 2 years ago? No problem. It's in your firm's account, ready to download whenever you need it. Let's talk about what it really means to you. No more missed opportunities. With first, documents that used to take weeks now take days, sometimes even hours. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this official? Will universities accept this? Yes. Force work directly with your statistical systems. Everything is, every document is verified, stamped, and official. Your data is secure. Your documents are valid, and your time is respected. Imagine never missing another deadline because of administrative delays. That's not a future. That's force, and it's available right now. So here's my question: how many more opportunities are you willing to lose while waiting in line? Stop letting paperwork control your future. Take control with force.
Thank you for your presentation. We will continue with questions and answers.
Okay. Very nice project. I think that's a lot of opportunities that are actually missed because it takes entirely too long to get an official document and to introduce it into a scholarship opportunity at a university or another institution abroad. So it's a very good problem to try to fix. I really like that. One question. So you say that it would use valid institutional documents. So you are already thinking of using APIs in order to connect to official government, or how would you handle the queries of documents? By queries, I mean, how would you handle the request of a document? How does Form C ask the institution for a document, or does it grab it automatically?
Thanks for your question. But The way in France work, we first the the team we have to talk with the institution, then the institution give us the the institution accept us and handle the information, the certificate for them.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. Great. That was my question. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thanks to
But hello, guys. I think it was so nice the way you come with an idea that the reality I never thought of losing my documents. And once again, do you have a great opportunity for transfer this kind of a business for different industries? Because I think everybody here have troubles with papers. I do hate papers, and we always have like missing opportunities. And like what you said, I think was so nice. Things that I have in my notes here that you could, guys. First of all, that you explain the technical of data. You explained about the data and the problems that we have nowadays. I think that was so good. Also, the way that you explain the technical base that you have with your project. I'm not just mentioning that you have CSV or Python, but you explain to the audience what is about that and how certified they are. Because if you go to another business with maybe they don't know about security things and software and those kind of things, and letting them know that that is a secure way of using it, I think was so good as well. You did great because I was about to ask you that question: how you'll get, how you will know that schools or universities will accept your app, and you that's good because I didn't have that question because you came with that thing, so I appreciate that. And I think it's so cool. Having this kind of business, uh, maybe people won't think that it's that innovative, but it's the other way around because we all share the problem. I don't think that much people save their documents and say that they're big sorry. So nice, well done, guys. You're
Well done. You. I like at the end the eye contact was good. No, and within the application, how do you ensure that the approval process is fast and free of bottlenecks. Like maybe at the end it's fast, but there's some point in the app that everything comes slow and then fast. How do you ensure that everything is free of bottlenecks in your app?
Thanks for your question. In our in the front page of the app, we have some card that show the user how their certificate got the status. If your certificate was rejected, the application show you. If your certificate was accepted, the application show you.
With so there's a good implementation of UI and user interface, and you communicate in your app pretty good with the user. You inform the user everything. You know,
Yes, yes.
good.
Yeah. Okay, last but not least, we have a revolutionary platform that combines artificial intelligence with toy-based preparation, helping Panamanians professionals overcome linguistic barriers. Let us introduce learning skills.
The future belongs to those we connect clearly and confident. And English, physically. Imagine a job interview at a multinational company in Panama. Everything goes great until they switch to English, and suddenly you freeze. In Panama, where tourism drives 9% of the economy and international companies invest. English isn't just a skill, it's a door opener. Yet, 42% professionals are stuck because they lack confidence in speaking English. Globally, 68% of English learners never reach fluency. Why? Because 92% rely on translation tools instead of thinking in English. Forced immersion. And 3 out of 5 avoid speaking due to fear of mistakes. Oral paralysis. Experts say 600 hours of real practice are needed to reach fluency. But most courses still use outdated drills. It's clear something must change. That's where learning skills comes in. Platform turns English learning into a real investment. It's the only app in the region combining story-based preparation with AI-powered realism. Using Smera's Llama 3D model, we simulate real business scenarios, client calls, meetings, negotiations. So you practice exactly what you want in your career. And it's more. In pilot tests with Superate students, 53% improved their TOEFL score in less than a month. We are not another English app. We prepare you for real business English by rebuilding your confidence to speak. Instead of memorizing lists, you negotiate with clients. Instead of grammar drills, you lead meeting. And our agent give you instant feedback like having a patient coach available 24/7.
Learning skills stand out by offering real-world English practice. In listening, users hear authentic business code with diverse accents, offering a formal defense. For speaking, our AI simulates real scenarios like salary negotiation, allowing unlimited practice with full privacy. The reading and writing mode focus on reading mail and report, guiding users to write professionally. Launching next year, a learning skills partners with universities and centers like Supérate, University of Panama, and UTP. We believe your English should empower your career in Panama's growing economy. That's why, right now at our demonstration, you can try learning skills yourself. See how it feels to speak English without fear. No pressure, no judgment, just progress. Because here is the truth. The next promotion, the international opportunity, the career breakthrough is probably going to happen in English. The question is, when you will ready, come, try learning skills because your big next opportunity will speak English. Make sure you can speak it back. Learning skills, we are the confident meet conversation.
Thank you for your presentation. We will continue with questions and answers.
All right, thank you guys very much. It's very interesting because I was just mentioning the fact that doing a presentation in a second language can be a little bit problematic, right? So, and you built a tool that could help. I'd have a question. You say that you've measured the improvement of the students in this institution with learning skills, and it improved in 52%, right? Correct?
Yes.
Right. So how did you manage? So inside of the application, it has a way to grade the interaction between the user and the system. So
Thanks for your question. And for now, the app don't have that feature. Of course, in the app, there we are not the way to know that. But in the future, we really want to
Thank you.
take your
Okay, okay, fantastic. Right. So I think it's a really good idea because also, I mean, Duolingo can be good, but it's gets annoying after a while with new green bird, right? I was, and little known fact, I actually do know a third language. I learned Russian, and that took me around 7 years to learn and perfect. So I can relate to how difficult speaking can be, and sometimes you don't want to say something because I'm going to sound silly, right? Or they're gonna laugh at me if I don't say it correctly. But overcoming that barrier is very important, and having tools to practice with and help overcome that barrier is it's even greater. Thank you very much. Great job.
Guys, first of all, congratulations. I do have a lot of notes here, but are good notes, so don't get afraid about that. Guys, it was so great. First of all, your idea is awesome because it's a reality. It is so important for us to improve our language and how language is opening you new opportunities, not just about jobs and those kind of things, but you meet new people. Like it's incredible how language learning a new language or having that tool within your careers and your life, I think it's great. Also, the thing that you have in AI that is so innovation now, I think it's so cool to include those kind of tools within your tool. I think it's great. Also, you came up with actual data. I was so kind of intrigued when you said maybe a recommendation for you guys when you come with data, you should go with the source because you said that most of the people that learn a new language does not get a that fluency when they're speaking. Maybe I will say 68% of the people that learn your language are not able to have a fluent conversation. This data comes from who? Who said it? Google. Who said it? Like you need a source. I think it's so cool for people to know and not just think that you're giving the data to just giving the data. Um, Also, you came up with evidence that means better you have it proof with your tool. I think it's good to have that there. Maybe I need more humanization. Like it was so graphic and those kind of things, and I think that people need to connect more with you guys for that. Also, a marketing plan. And I need guys, you need to include those things in your things because at the end you need to promote that your the service that you have here. But I think it was great. I think it's so great. And the way that you came up with things that you will work with Universidad de Panama, all those things, because having those things behind your scenes give a proof and evidence and tasks and actual facts that it will get better the way that they're learning English. Uh, and once again, TOEIC, that is one of the great ways and tests for you to prepare English, like TOEFL and those kind of things. I think was so cool. So once again, congrats and great work, guys.
Raul, I think they want, they can take Duolingo on their business. Well, I have two questions, and the first one is how do you adapt the exercises to the user's actual or current level? Let's say I have like a B1, what I want to improve, How do you like adapt the exercises to that specific level?
Thank you for your question. First, our AI simulate real scenarios, but you have to say what do you want to practice. For example, if I are interview, I can say I want to practice for an interview, or if I are an interviewer, I can say to our AI, and I want to practice for how can I make a question or it you in our AI you have to say that what do you want to practice.
All right, good. And now we are mentioning AI, and you guys use like speech recognition because this application is based on speech recognition. So how accurate this speech recognition is? Like when you were testing that was pretty accurate. Like can detect like you know everyone, you know, native, non-native. How good is the
Can you repeat, please?
how good is the speech recognition of the application? Like when you talk to it, how well it it can understand what you're saying.
Thanks for your question. And our AI have a good capability to understand what the speaker say. But when the AI don't understand, it said, Lisa says, I'm sorry, but I understand what you say. Can you repeat it? And that's how this works.
All right, so thanks, guys.
Okay, this was the final group from our Expo 2025. We hope you have enjoyed it. Now we will have some words from our principal, Raul Morales.
Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo se sienten acudiendo? Pechón, ¿verdad? Sí. Claro, ahí veo unos estamos en lágrimas, grabando y todo lo demás. Pero de eso se trata, ¿no? En el día de hoy, esto es una celebración. Es la celebración de todo el sacrificio que sus chicos están haciendo a diario. Yo siempre les digo a ellos que ellos son superhéroes. Yo les digo que no sé si en mi momento de adolescencia yo hubiese podido estar en dos colegios a la vez. Es una jornada pesada. Entonces quiero pedirles un fuerte aplauso para todos ustedes. Y a los estudiantes de primer año, animarles. Esta es la idea. Esto es Supérate. Trabaja en equipo. ¿Ok? Resolución de conflictos. ¿Verdad? Claro. Para poder tener un producto final impecable como el de hoy. Entonces, quiero agradecerles a todos por su visita, a mis colegas directores, ver el fruto del trabajo de sus muchachos. De esto se trata, poder seguir llegando a más chicos y continuar transformando vidas vía educación. En la planta baja, ¿okay? Vamos a tener una pequeña feria donde ustedes van a poder testear, probar las diferentes aplicaciones que los muchachos han realizado. Pueden hacer preguntas en español y en inglés. ¿Okay? Quiero también darles el agradecimiento y quiero que le den un fuerte aplauso a nuestros colegas de Motta Internacional que nos acompañan en la serie. Y de esto se trata. Para avanzar, antes de darle la palabra a la señora Mari de Fundación Alberto Motta, quiero pedirle a nuestra subdirectora que pase adelante. Hemos preparado un pequeño reconocimiento para nuestros jurados. Los invito a que pasen adelante, por favor, un fuerte aplauso para ellos. Raúl Moreno. Okay. Aquí Teacher Vladi nos ayuda con la foto, por favor. Un pequeño recordatorio de nuestro programa.
Tenemos por otro lado a Alexandre Moreno. Ah, gracias por creer en la juventud y en que realmente esta es la generación de relevo. Yo le decía a las personas que el día martes y abierto estábamos en una entrega de premios. ¿Qué es lo más interesante de Supérate? Yo le digo, formar la generación que nos va a reemplazar. Es lo más interesante. Muchas gracias, Juan José, por tu visita, por todo tu aporte y por creer que Colombia tiene un propósito que mostrar a Panamá. Bien, entonces este es un momento sorpresa que quizás ustedes no sabían y quiero para esto llamar a la señora Mari Fábrega, que pase adelante y ya trae unos pequeños reconocimientos para ustedes que han esperado mucho.
Buenas tardes. Primero que todo, agradecer a los padres de familia por creer en nosotros cuando tocamos la puerta por primera vez. Sé que no es fácil, un compromiso de 3 años todos los días, una segunda escuela, una carga bien grande, pero creo que ya están viendo los frutos, lo que les prometimos. Pues es una realidad, hoy en día lo ven, lo palpan y pues todavía les falta 1 año y medio de trabajo, o sea que se imaginan cómo van a salir el día que se gradúen de Supérate. Felicidades juniors, han hecho un muy buen trabajo, pero esto realmente es como los pininos, este es un proyecto que está empezando y que va a evolucionar con el tiempo porque el otro año es la Expotec. Estos proyectos ahora les vamos a dar feedback de cómo realmente los podemos empoderar para que sean reales, porque algunas de las ideas pues, ya existen en el mercado y tenemos que buscar la manera de hacerlas únicas, porque ustedes van a competir el otro año con Banco General, Vivienda, con CUPAC, con Mota San Miguelito, Mota Chorrera, y bueno, queremos que Colón gane, así que vamos a empoderarnos con estos proyectos todavía a raise the bar y hacerlos únicos y esas presentaciones también empoderarlas más, porque siempre se puede más. You can always raise the bar. Y han hecho espectacular, pero es el inicio y vamos a seguir caminando hacia un futuro más brillante. Así que felicidades. Ahora vamos a aprovechar para tuvimos un writing contest que no era obligatorio, era una oportunidad para que ellos escribieran en inglés y empiecen a dominar la parte de vocabulario, de engagement con el reader, de la estructura de una escritura, con introducción, conclusión, body, de cómo capturar la atención del que te está leyendo. Y Colón, la verdad es que fue uno de los centros que más escribió. Así que los felicitamos por eso, por aceptar los retos, a pesar de que no era para nota ni obligación. Ustedes fueron uno de los otros que más participó. Gracias por aprovechar las oportunidades, pero siempre tiene que haber ganadores. Entonces, sí hay un primer puesto para el Writing Contest. Vamos a empezar con el tercer puesto. El tercer puesto es un empate. Y el primero vamos a llamar a Mario Sandoval. Y el otro empate, el empate para el tercer puesto es Stephanie Flores. Muy buenos essays, la verdad es que nos mantuvieron entretenidos cuando lo leíamos. Yo no fui jurado, pero terminé leyéndolos y me encantaron todos y el de ustedes en específico nos capturó mucho la atención. Hay tres segundos puestos. El primero es Elina Hernández. El segundo, Elianis Martínez. Elianis, felicidades. Y el otro segundo puesto es Carianis Orozco. Y nuestro primer puesto de Colón se lo llevó Dalis Abregón. Felicidades, Dalis. ¿Cuál era el título de tu essay? Recuérdame. No, no, no. Ven, párate. ¿Cuál era el tema? Pues?
Hablaba sobre content, de ser o no ser.
Ser o no ser. Estaba bien profundo e interesante. Te felicito, los felicito a todos. Una fotito de recuerdo aquí. Ah, esperen, perdón, disculpen. Esto es un cariñito para todos los que escribieron. A pesar de que no ganaron primero, segundo, tercer puesto, todos participaron y eso lo aplaudimos desde la postura de Supérate. Así que felicidades y después reclaman su cariño. Vamos a correrse un poquito para tomar una foto de recuerdo de la participación. Bueno, muchísimas gracias y ahora nos invitamos a ir recorrido por los distintos stands de cada uno de los proyectos que han visto hoy aquí, que estarán presentados por el resto del equipo y pues que lo disfruten, pueden hacer preguntas, interactuar y inclusive aprovechar para dar nuevas ideas de cómo pueden todavía mejorar sus ideas, sus proyectos. Gracias.
Gracias, señor Mari. Bien, antes de pasar a la planta baja, aquí en mi mano izquierda, donde están los caballeros, acá, los 4 caballeros, hay una estación de café y té para que puedan alquilar y les invitamos entonces a la planta baja a poder pasar los proyectos y esto sería todo por el día de hoy. Muchas gracias por su visita y nos vemos en la escuela para